Greetings, my champions, and once again, welcome to Live with Chatufa. We are looking at interesting things that are happening in the nation of Zimbabwe as Mnangagwa is under pressure to be removed forcibly if he does not resign from the seat of power. Mnangagwa continues to play games, and some of the games he plays are quite hidden, while others are visible. And part of the hidden games of Mnangagwa is that he wants to make sure that Kembo Mohadi does not go. He has to remain there and cushioned because he understands that in the event that he goes, he wants Kembo Mohadi to be the one who takes over and not General Chiwenga. So he has to keep him there. Otherwise, General Chiwenga remaining alone in the office would automatically mean that he assumes and resumes duty each time that Mnangagwa is either out of the country or possibly removed. Mnangagwa continues to push a visibly ailing Mohadi in a bid to save his Mafidi dynasty. But it's quite sad, the development that we are seeing. If you look at Kembo Mohadi, really, I wish that this man could be allowed to go and rest. The man is sickly. And, you know, we saw Mohadi, how he resigned after the scandal, the sex scandal that happened last time, and he decided to resign and he went back to stay in his home. And it still remains puzzling why Mnangagwa had to go back to collect Kembo Mohadi and put him back in that seat of vice president, as if there is no one else or people are finished that could take that position. But it is because Mnangagwa understands the move he wants to make for the Mafidi, and he has to have a man like Kembo Mohadi, a totally yes man, a puppet of his who will never question or query anything that Mnangagwa does. And this is his game. So you can see how evil Mnangagwa is, that he continues to play games with the lives of other people. This is what we call abuse of a sickly man who is supposed to be resting in his home. Surely, I'm telling you, it is said every time that Mohadi sits down, he is already asleep. The man is taking medication. The man is not well in his body, but Mnangagwa would want to force him to be there. You see, this is the culture that we have seen in ZANU-PF of at times them refusing to go or forbidding other people from going, people that they think of some consequence to them if they happen to go away, which is quite very unfortunate. Kembo Mohadi many times has been failing even to complete speeches, and you will have to say that he could not continue like what we saw happening last time at the University of Zimbabwe. And it is really something that could have been discussed within ZANU-PF structures and power corridors. But because Mnangagwa has created a ZANU-PF of his own, which is no longer the original ZANU-PF of people that could speak, he has created around himself yes men and puppets who will only do as according to what Mnangagwa says. And that is what he's enjoying, because he's in the process of creating a Mafidi dynasty, which is never going to be accountable to anybody. And no one can question the authority of those that are running the dynasty itself. Because once it's a dynasty, the country is no longer a constitutional democracy. It means there are no elections anymore. That now the country is ruled by a king, and a king will only go upon death. And those are some of the things he wants to go. That's the legacy Mnangagwa wants to leave for Zimbabwe, which is a very unfortunate thing. It's something that we've never heard of, something that nobody has ever tried except himself. And this is why Zimbabwean people are in uprising against Emmerson Mnangagwa, and they want to make sure that he goes as quickly as is possible. And we are in that time and in that season where we expect Mnangagwa to bite the dust. So this is the situation we feel for Kembo Mohadi, really, that as we are watching his ailing situation, it's really painful. He should have been allowed to go and rest. The man is tired, and the man must just go to rest. So this is what is happening. at any cost, Mnangagwa wants to protect the Mafidi dynasty. But let us continue to pray for Zimbabwe. Let's continue to stand in the gap as always and believe God that the season of change has come. God is in it and freedom for Zimbabwe is coming.